Hello, my name is Justin Keefe, and my email is jkeef005@fiu.edu. This video is for the Senior Summer Project Class 4911. My group is EFTT, working on the trending trade algorithms. In this video, we'll discuss how weight and pattern values influence trades made by expert advisors created by the MQL5 wizard. Okay, so to get into it, first I'll talk about weights. So when you're generating a signal created by the wizard or the expert advisor, you'll notice that whenever you add a trading signal, you'll notice that it'll ask for this weight value. Now, what this weight value is a value from 0 to 1. It can be a decimal, usually 0 to 1. I have not seen it be set higher than 1, but I'm sure you could if you wanted to. So with this value, see, this is what it would look like in a generated signal. You have these weight values, and you see that. So what these weight values do, according to the documentation, they give a very high level definition of it. They just say that the higher the weight of the signal, the higher the vote that signal has when it comes to trading, when it comes to opening trades for buy or sell, essentially setting the direction of the trade, which means to buy or sell trade, with the MQL5 wizard. Which is true, that is what it does. Yeah. So now let's discuss the pattern values for a second. So see these pattern values. This is the MACD signal generated by, this is by the wizard. This isn't by us. This is from the wizard itself. And these patterns represent different things for the different signal itself. They represent values of whether they think they should buy or sell. So each one is assigned a value. See, from usually in all the cases I saw, they were under 100. You know, I'm sure you could set it more, but I never saw that happen, and I never saw a single reason for why it had to be set between under 100. But I'm sure you could find the reason if you looked. So these values of pattern are set in the long condition and the short condition. The long condition opens up trades for buying. You think the price will grow, so you think you should buy. The short condition, you think the price will fall, and you think you should sell. And based off different values and different tests the signal does, they return this result value, which is equal to a pattern, one of the patterns shown up top. Now I'm going to show you where that all comes into play. The weight and the pattern values come into play in the C expert signal class that is right here in the include file. In the include expert, and then it's right at the bottom, the expert signal class. This is one of the parent classes to create an expert advisor signal for the MQL5 wizard. Now what this direction does is it detects the weight of whether you should buy or sell. You see, this is where your weights and your pattern values come into play. So see here you have this result. This result value takes the weight of the signal, multiplies it by the long condition minus the short condition, and that becomes your result value. Then you see if the signal voted or not, and the value is returned to 0 or 1. This total filters represents all the rest of the trading signals that are open, or that are in the expert advisor. So in our case, we'd have 4 in total, because we have SJY, double top and bottom, head and shoulders, and moving average. Those signals are processed here, in this for loop. So what we do, so essentially the other trading signals get filtered here. And what they do is if this invert value and mask does not equal 0, the value, that's saying that the trading signal, one of the other trading signals, does not think a trade should be open, and that value is minused from the direction, is subtracted from the direction, from the overall, shown right here. If not, it's added to the direction saying, hey, we should definitely open up an order. And then for every trading signal processed, this number is increased. And here at the end, we average out the result with all the trading signals that voted, and then we return this result. Next, we must go to the C expert class to see where that is used. This M signal dot set direction. Well, this value is used to this calls the direction from the expert signal. This is in the overall expert class, which all expert advisors have to inherit from. So this happens on every tick. We can show down here on every tick. Processing happens. So this will happen in the expert advisor signal. So this direction will help influence whether we should reverse the position, whether we should close the position, whether we should change the position if we have currently an open position. If we don't have an open position and have pending positions open, that direction value will influence whether we do the same thing, whether we do delete or alter a current pending order. And if we have no pending orders or no open positions, it will influence how we open an order. And then if you see, the on tick is called here in the expert advisor and it's processed every time. So to sum it up, essentially the weight doesn't affect how influential, only affects how influential a signal is itself. It doesn't necessarily take away from another signal, just gives it in the math equation, just gives it a little more oomph, gives it a little more power, because you're multiplying by a greater number if it's a greater weight. Now, the pattern values, you see they have the same effect. They also don't take away from anything else, but if they do happen, they can give the trading signal a higher chance of opening a trade. Now, that's about all I have on this. If you have any questions, any comments, any concerns, you want to debate with me, whatever, you think I'm wrong, you think I'm an idiot, just send me a message on HipChat and we can talk about this. I hope you all have a great day, and